Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.fordfalconforsale.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2006 model Ford Falcon XT sedan, closely and savagely guarded by the watchdog that I've got for sale right here on my yard. Now, a fella came in and traded this car. He needed a ute, so that's where it came from. It's been pretty well looked after all the way through. You can see that as we go through. But what I'd like to do before I buy them, regardless whether it's a trade-in or whether it's purchased from somewhere else, I like to have a look up the side, just like what the dog's looking at, and see how you can see there's no dents. And you look across the front, I'm looking for stone chips. There's one little one there, but all in all, yeah, there's a few, but it's not riddled with them. And then having a look up this side here, see how there's no dents. Just tells me with evidence there that the previous owner, he really cared about his car, and he did. It's obvious. The other thing I like to do is get here and have a look. Now I know it's only a tyre, but see how it's wearing evenly across the surfaces. Well, that gets me going, because that tells me that all the suspension geometry and steering components, that they are all doing exactly what they should. So let's go for a walk around. It is the XT, but it's upgraded with the see the vented brakes. That's a cool feature. Got the alloy wheels, so it looks like an XR6, but it's not. Just a secret you and I can keep. Got the tinted windows, so you can give yourself a thumbs up when you're videoing cars. It's got the power windows in the front, but not in the back. So if you're in the back, you've got to pump your guns while you wind it up. It is an August 06 model. Does have the leather seats all the way through it. It's got the XR6 seats in it, which is pretty cool. 228. And got the boom and sound system in the back. I'll show you when you come in, when I go around the back. But there's the radio and all that sort of stuff. That's all working exactly like it should. You can see down here we've got all the ventilation controls and the automatic. Everything's working well. Got the passenger seat there, just trying to cover that sun out. That's all in good shape. Little place there for stashing stuff. And let's keep on. Oh yeah, the little plug there. I haven't got a clue how it works, but it's there. So let's have a look in the back. You see we've got the leather seats going on in here. He's had those done. He told me. Maybe he was into bondage and shit. No, I don't know. But there you go. It's got the leather seats. And there's those strong arm pump your guns window winders, which actually is pretty cool. Like, your kids will thank you for it, because if it's anything like me, I get in the car, I do the biggest stinkiest fart I can and lock the windows out. And the kids are like, "Dad, you stink." And I just actually think that's really funny. But that's just me. I want to show you in the boot. Yeah, see these things too. Like, these are pretty cool, so you can have your window down and don't blow your hair around. It's got this on the back, and have a look, it's got the Venetian blinds in there. You gotta love the Venetians. So let's have a look in here. This is what I really wanted to show you. The star of the show here is the 2x150 WRMS, whatever the friggin' hell that means, high power amplifier. So looks like he's gone and put all that, secured it appropriately with the tie down strap. So you'd probably want to do something with that, but nevertheless, there it is with the big woofer thing in there too. See that woofer in behind there? There you go. So that's the bass woofer thingy. So if you're into your sound, this might be the one for you. It is cheap, it is cheerful, nothing wrong with the car. Just got it really cheap, so I'm just moving it on really cheap. Paint's in good shape. Have a look in the back here. See the condition in there, it's all looking good. And across into the front. So there it is again, XR6 seat, but it's not an XR6, it's an XT. Not that you'd know, because it looks like one. The only thing different between this car and the XR6 is that little wing on the back, just there, and it doesn't have XR on the speedo. I think the bumper bar, yeah, the XR6 has got little lights in there or something. But that's about it. Anyway, when the cars come into the yard, we do a whole lot of checks and stuff on them. And in the next part of this video, I'm going to step you through everything that we do to the cars when they come in, this one included, and everything that comes with it for the price you see it advertised. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done, and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the third level. On the fourth level, we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the fifth level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it, and if there's a noise, they're like, "Ooh, what's that noise?" or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well, from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the sixth level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the sixth level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads, and it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews, and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, "Hey Dean, are you negotiable?" I'll be like, "Yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more?" So I do that because I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard, or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly. So therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So the prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, it comes with either 6 months Queensland rego or the rego that you see, like the date. Have a look in the text above, it'll tell you the expiry date, or 6 months, whichever one it is. If you're an interstate buyer, give us a call. We'll tell you how that works for you. We are a large dealer with Queensland Transport. What that means is we have the number plates on site, we have all the paperwork, all the forms, all that stuff, so you don't even need to go into the government department and get sneezed on by all the grubs. We do all that for you. Aren't we good? So all you got to do is fill out some forms, we stick the number plates on, we do all the paperwork for you, drive away, nothing else to do. All that's included in the price you see. So all your stamp duties, transfer fee, government rip you off fee, all included in the price. The next thing is when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector, he's got a license from the Queensland government and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well, so it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean, thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer, that one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean, thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.